Every week, there is news of more violence in Colombia.
Escobar, a ruthless killer.
50 judges have been assassinated. 13 bombs have gone off in Medellin since the weekend.
Colombia's most wanted man.
His escape from prison in Colombia yesterday.
The city with the highest murder rate in the world.
This is kind of our emotion right now. We're tired, but we made it to Medellin.
We had a great experience getting picked up at the airport by the lady who's doing our tour tomorrow. When we arrived and she dropped us off, she was telling us that probably wasn't the best neighborhood.
We get dropped off and we go up and they said, what room? We don't have anything.
We don't have your name, who are you?
Which is kind of weird because through Airbnb they sent us the message of like, we're excited to see you, what time are you checking in? And I told him. So I'm not really sure how that happened. And then he was saying that because they don't have a room, there's other hotels in the area that his family owns and he could set us up. I really don't think that he was being scammy, but
it sounds really scammy and dangerous. Like
I'll take you to another hotel room.
I don't have room, but we'll send you to a family member's hotel. But I really felt like either he was a great scam artist or he was just really nice. I think he felt bad about the situation and was trying to make it right, but we just wanted to be 100% sure we were safe and being wise with where we slept.
So just got a cab, went to a different area of town, and now we're here and excited to see what Medellin looks like tomorrow. Coming in, it was beautiful.
Today, Colombia is a much different place. Once called the murder capital of the world, readers of the Wall Street Journal magazine named Medellin City of the Year.
Gone from being one of the world's most dangerous places to an urban success story.
It is a great story of great struggle, triumph, and hope, which has made Medellin one of the leading cities of Latin America.
But isn't it still pretty dangerous?
The only danger is to want to stay forever.
We are amazed hearing about the transformation of Medellin and also Colombia in general. It's really powerful how they look back and like see the memory and say we don't want to have that happen again, and they also look forward and think how can we make our country better. Our tour guide said obviously there's still problems and dangerous things in some cases, but for example right here she said that this area used to be super dangerous, so she and her mom would walk like 2 blocks around and around just so that they would not go here when they would come downtown to buy things. And today the lights here light up at night and they stand for hope, and this building is the education building. So she said it is just like an example of the transformation in the past even like 10 years and how the people are just working to make Medellin a better and happier place.
This is the downtown shopping area. This whole street for several blocks is all just pedestrian walking, and then there's shopping everywhere else that you look.
Funny story is that there was a family who was like shopping and they realized that the nicer they were, the cheaper the things would be. So there's this coffee shop that says if you say like I want a tinto, which means black coffee, it's one price. If you say like tinto, it's a more expensive price. And if you say good morning, I would like a tinto, it's cheap.
So we're still in the downtown area, and this is a famous painter who donated all of these sculptures here, and it's a beautiful town square.
Especially a lot of the older people will come here and it's like an exchange. So you can come and say, I have a chair, like I want your like picture frame. This is the coolest thing. Right now we are touring Commune site, which is a beautiful community with amazing people and lots of artwork. And this actually used to be the most dangerous area of Medellin, but today it's actually the second most visited place in all of Medellin. There's amazing graffiti and artwork, and as we've been walking around, the people have been so kind to us. So it's really inspiring to hear about how the people in the community have transformed it, and also really sad to think about so many terrible things that the people here experienced.
The shoe is for breakdancing, then the mic is for rap, and then the turntable is for DJing, and then the spray can is for graffiti. And this right here is one of the paintings that one of the graffiti artists is working on right now. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful artwork, but we are on a mission right now to find our tour guide's artwork. Hey, is that his? So the history that we learned about this place is that back in like the 90s, there are 4 different guerrilla groups fighting to control this area, and so then finally the government had like militia groups come in. They basically said, you have reign to make sure that you get rid of the guerrilla groups, but there was a lot of violence. A lot of the people here suffered a ton over those years. They ended up regaining their own community. Now it's one of the most visited places in all of Medellin.
Slide! This is to honor one of the children who died from a stray bullet shot, and to remember, even for us adults, to be kids at heart.
We saw the artwork, and now we're going to go to a hip-hop dance show and then get the popsicle.
There's real mango pieces in it. So delicious.
You got it, you got it. I think I'm
It was really special. We actually just got to meet one of the founders of the community that is here today. And our tour guide said that he doesn't have much of an education, but is always trying to learn. And because of that, he's really respected in the community. So it was a huge honor to get to meet him, and he was really friendly to us.
Now we're going to go do some of our own graffiti. Probably not the best, but we'll give it our best shot.
I don't think I can do that.
What do you guys have?
I'm gonna do, should I do a heart or should I do H and E?
Do whatever you want.
It's our turn to graffiti. I'm gonna do H and E. I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna do a heart. Okay, big good. Okay, I'm gonna do the heart.
I'll do the H and E. Yep.
This is a great way to end the graffiti tour, to be able to do our own graffiti. Wow!
Now we're getting on a collectivo and we're going to lunch. After our graffiti tour, we are now getting some food. So we got some empanadas, we got some arepas coming, and lots of good food. Always a big, big part of the day.
It was really fun touring Medellin today, and one of my personal favorite areas was like the little markets along the streets. It tastes like a mango. It's really sweet.
And it's our last night here. Tomorrow we're going to hotter weather and we're going to Cartagena. We're on our way to Cartagena and I am sitting in row 10 and behind me is Emmy. We made it. We are here in Cartagena and we are getting a taxi to probably one of the nicest airports or probably one of the nicest hotels that we'll have of our trip. It is definitely a lot warmer than Medellin, but it feels pretty good. We made it into the room, and this is probably one of the nicest hotels that we'll be staying at. And the beach is right that way, and then the old downtown is right that way. We are here for 2 nights, 1 day really. We are a little tired, so we're debating if we're going to go out for dinner tonight or if we're just gonna stay in and try to find something else.
Soon after we got into the hotel last night, an employee used their key card and randomly just walked into our room. This morning, it happened again. Another employee randomly walked into our room, and then when we went down for breakfast,
This is breakfast in Cartagena, and now we're gonna go see the city.
we came back up after like 30 minutes, and there were 3 employees sitting in our room changing the blinds. We asked what they were doing, and they didn't really say like, we're sorry or we'll be quick. They were just like, oh, we're here changing the blinds. But There were already blinds in the room, and I've never had a hotel that you pay for privacy and they just do regular routine maintenance while you're out. So I think we're just gonna go talk to the front desk because also the toilet's not flushing and there's no hot water. And this is like the one splurge hotel of our trip. So I'm not exactly sure what's up with the hotels we've chosen in Colombia, but yeah, we're just gonna go explore Cartagena and have a great day. Right now we are in the old town. It's really amazing. There's a beautiful city skyline with new modern buildings, and then there's the original old town that they've kept very historical and colorful, and so we're going to be exploring that today. Everywhere you look is another pretty building, pretty flowers. It's beautiful here.
I think one of the toughest things to try to pick up in the camera is that every street is really pretty. That, like this street here, we just turned onto is really pretty. That way is pretty. That's actually the main street, and we don't like to compare, but I would probably say that it definitely has like that New Orleans vibe. Pretty sure I had one of the nicest drug offers ever. That guy would just ask me about my family, ask me where I'm from, and then after he offered me and I said no, he continued to talk to me. Here in downtown Cartagena, there is beauty everywhere you look, but I'd have to say, I've never been mooned quite like a statue like this one here.
Someone just told us that there's a cruise in port today, so that makes sense for all the tourists walking around. I'm sure every day is busy, but today feels really, really packed. We aren't gonna go the whole way to the more modern area of town, but that's the view.
I'm just using Google's live view. When you start walking, it says, for your safety, only use live view while standing still. This is real street dancing because they're dancing in between when the taxis come. The taxi's just waiting to get through.
This is the hottest weather we've experienced so far. I think it's a high of 92 today. When you're inside the old city, you can't feel the breeze, but then when you go outside of the walls, you can feel the ocean breeze. It feels really nice.
That's downtown. This is Old Town. And that's our hotel. Somewhere down there.
Despite the hotel situations in Colombia, we actually felt really safe the whole time and enjoyed our time there a lot. Unfortunately, because we had such little time there, there's a lot of things that we missed and would love to go back and experience someday.
Maybe next time Bogota, we'll see the capital city. It does look really, really cool. We looked up some cool things to hit in like an hour or two that we're supposed to be here.
Really sad to miss it. One of our favorite memories in Colombia is actually going to be in the next video, and that is climbing a rock in the middle of nowhere. Love this song, but they have been playing like the first half of the song and then stopping it, and then like 10 minutes later replaying it again. It's probably been played like 7 times. I just started it again. I don't get it. We're back from our day tour in Medellin. We're still working on how to say it. We thought it was Medellin, but it's not. It's like a gene sound, but it's like a silent J-L-Y sound.
But then we had even worse today because we went to a town and it's Guatape, but it's Guatape. But I have the pronunciation totally wrong.
Just, we're gonna get all the pronunciations wrong everywhere we go, but we're doing our best.
Pretty much anything that's another language, we're guaranteed to get wrong.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing.